Good morning, you all. Let us start with a new topic, that is concepts on percentage. As you know, percentage is a very important topic from any point of view. So it is noted with this sign, percentage, and percentage means out of 100, right? So it means if I am saying that I am having 40%, so it means I am having 40 out of 100, correct? It is very simple. Now, let us say one question is, I'm asking you, what is 40% of 80? Another is, I'm asking you, what percentage is 40 of 80? So what is 40% of 80? It is simple. 40% means 40 upon 100 into 80. So it gives me 32. This is the value, right? And second, what percent is 40 of 80? That means what percent is 40 of 80? I have to multiply by 100 and I'll be getting an answer over here that is equal to 50%. So in first case, I have found out the value. In second case, I have found out the percentage. So this is the difference between these two questions. Next thing you should remember is if we talk of percentage, we should be able to visualize certain fractions. And if we talk in terms of fraction, we can visualize percentage. That is how we can interconnect them. So let us say I am writing a fraction as 3 1 upon 8 and percent. So I need which fraction is equivalent to 3 1 upon 8%. So it means 8 say 24 plus 1 25 upon 8%. That means 1/4 of 1 upon 8, and that is equal to 1 upon 32. Simple. If I say I am given a percentage as 6 whole 1 upon 4%. So which fraction is equivalent to 6 1 upon 4? So it is that simple. 4 is the 24 plus 1 25 upon 4. That means 1/4 of 1 upon 4, that is equal to 1 upon 16. Right? If you practice these things, definitely they'll be going to help you out very much. Let us say another I am given as 8 1 upon 3%. That means it is 1/4 of 1 upon 3, that is equal to 1 upon 12. Similarly, if I am given the fraction as 14 2 upon, let us say 7%. So this percent is equal to what fraction? So I can say it is equal to 1 upon 7. So these sort of fractions you can remember, and easily you can differentiate, and you will feel how easy the question on percentage becomes. Secondly, you should know a rule, that is a fraction rule, and that will be used at big length. Fraction rule. It says that I am having a value which is given to me, that is g, and I want to find out a required value. So a given value and a required value. So if required value, so condition is if required value is greater than given value, what I'll do, I'll multiply given value by a fraction whose value is greater than 1. So if I multiply given value by a fraction greater than 1, definitely I'll be getting a bigger value, right? Secondly, if the required value is lesser than the given value, if the required value is lesser than the given value, so what I'll do, I'll multiply given value by a fraction that is lesser than 1. So if given value is greater than required value, that means required value is lesser than given value. So I have to multiply a fraction which is lesser than 1. So what is a fraction greater than 1? Let us say 4 upon 3, a fraction greater than 1. 6 upon 5, a fraction greater than 1. Similarly over here, fraction less than 1, it will be, let us say 3 upon 4, 5 upon 6. But how these fractions will be coming? So these fractions we have to find out, and it is very easy when we are studying the concept of percentages, and with examples I'll be going through fraction rule as well as percentage, right? So let us see certain examples that will cover a maximum number of questions that are a part of percentage, correct? So let us start with a very simple question. Question number 1. The price of sugar increased from 30 to 50 rupees. Find percentage increase. So that is very simple. Initially the price of sugar is 30. Now the price of sugar is 50. So we have increased by 20 rupees. So 20 rupees is the increase on 30. So the question becomes, what percentage is 20 of 30? So 20 upon 30 into 100, and that comes to, you can cancel these things, 200 upon 3, that comes to 66 whole 2 upon 3%. Correct? Got the point? Second sort of questions are like this. In an election between A and B, candidate who got 40% marks lost by 500 votes. Find total number of votes casted. So the question will be something like this, right? Find the total number of votes casted. Okay. So let us try to do it. Again, it is very simple. We are having two contestants. One is A, another is B. And the person who got 40% marks, so that 40%, who got 40% votes, 40% votes. So the person who got 40%, another got 60%. So the difference is 20%. So the difference of 20% votes makes a difference of 500 votes. So 100% votes are equivalent to what? So 20 into 5, similarly 500 into 5, that is equal to 2500. So 2500 is the number of votes casted. So another type of questions will be like this. Next class of questions will be like this. After deducting 20% from a certain sum, and let us say 70% from the remainder, I am left with 2400. Find the original sum. So it is the case of successive changes, right? So how they are done? So in this case, I can use a fraction rule. So it is written after deducting 20%. So that means if I am writing 20%, so if one value is 100, another is 80, 100 minus 20. And 70% from the remainder, it means if one value is 100, another is 30. So that means I'll be having fractions. One fraction will be having 180, another is fraction which is having 130. Now this fraction can be larger or greater, larger or smaller, it depends upon the question. So let us see the question. So we are left with 2400. So I'll be writing 2400 over here. And then what I have done, I have deducted 20%. So that means initial value is more than 2400. So out of 180, I'll be making a fraction which is greater than 1. So it is equal to 100 upon 80. Right? Now this is the value. And then what I have done? And then I have deducted 70% of the remainder. So that means that my fraction will be from 130. And definitely initially the value is greater than this value. So that means I'll be multiplying by a fraction that is equal to 100 upon 30. So I'll be finding out certain answer 0, 0, 0, 0, 24, 24. So this is equal to 10,000. So original sum was 10,000. So it is the case of successive discounts, you can say, successive changes, you can say. And we are using fraction rule over here, because you can see if the value is this, I want a bigger value, I have taken 100 upon 80, and over here also I have taken a bigger fraction, that is 100 upon 30. Correct? Based on the question, it is there. Next class of questions is like this. Question is, the price of sugar increased by 20%. By how much percentage consumption should be reduced so that not to increase the expenditure? Right? So let us say I used to consume sugar of rupees 100 initially, but the price is now increased. So that means I'll be again going to the market and I'll buy sugar for rupee 100, but now I'll be getting less quantity. So it means quantity into rate, that is constant, that I need to remember. So how do we do it? We can do it graphically. Price of sugar has increased by 20%. So let us say initially it was 100. It has increased by 20%. So that means now the price is this much. But what I'm supposed to do? I am supposed to spend only 100. So that means I have to go for reduction of 20 on 120. So how much consumption should be reduced? It should be reduced 20 on 120. So what percentage is 20 of 120? So 20 upon 120 into 100, it will give me one value. It will give me 100 upon 6, and that is equal to 50 upon 3. 50 upon 3 means 16 whole 2 upon 3%. So this is the answer to question number 4. So next is this sort of questions. A's salary is 30% less than B. By how much B's salary is more than A? So again, A's salary is 30% less than B. So it is B. It is A. So if B is having a salary as 100, so it is salary of A, it is 30% less. So it means 70. And then what is the B's salary? B's salary is, let us say, 100. So that means B's salary is 30 more than A's. So the answer is, the question becomes, what percentage is 30 of 70? So it becomes 30 upon 70 into 100. So that means 300 upon 7. So 7 for 28. 7 to the 14. Right? Just correct me if I am wrong. So 42, 6 upon 7. Correct? Percent. So it is similar to the first one, the price of sugar. Another class of questions like this: salary of a worker first increased by 10% and then reduced by 10%. Find effective change in salary. Right? So let us say initially it was 100. The salary is 100. It increased by 10%. It increased by 10%. So it became 110. Now again it is reduced by 10%. So what is 10% of 110? So that means it is 11. So 110 minus 11, it becomes 99. So initially it was 100, now it has become 99. So what is the percentage change? It is 1% less. So this is the answer to this question, salary one. Very simple, very easy. So let us see the next question. Again, it is the last question based on percentage, and you have seen a variety of questions on percentage. And next I'll be taking a test tomorrow. So just go through these concepts, okay? So a candidate who got 30% marks failed by 50 marks. Another who gets 320 marks failed by 30 marks. Find maximum marks. So its question is very simple. So a candidate who got 30% marks failed by 50 marks. So that means if he had got 50 marks more, he should have passed. Next is another fellow 320 who got 320 failed by 30 marks. So that means the passing marks are 320 plus 30, and that becomes 350. So that means 30% plus 50 is equal to 350. So we can say 30% is equal to 350 minus 50, that is equal to 300. So what is 100%? So 100% is equal to 1000. So what are the maximum marks? Are 1000. So you can see the percentage is very simple concepts, but very powerful concepts. So if you like my videos, you just share and subscribe to my videos, and we'll be coming with test and explanation the very next day. Thank you.